Okay, this is the part 2 from the 4.2 notes. For some reason, when I'm uploading these files, the computer makes this noise like it's working, so you'll hear that noise in the background like a fan. So I apologize for that because I found it pretty annoying when I was listening to the video. Alright, so we're going to do another example of what we just did. This time I chose to do number 20. And that's the point on the circle is at negative 4 pi over 3 radians. So recommended, draw yourself a circle. And then, okay, this one is also out of thirds. So just going to draw it like to there, which represents pi. And then, so if I'm dividing this into thirds, I need 4 out of those thirds. So this would be 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3. Right here is 4/3. Oh, I didn't listen to myself. It's supposed to be negative 4 pi over 3. I went the wrong way. So it should be going clockwise. There's 1/3, 2, 3, 4. So the angle that I need to follow is this one. And notice if this was a X and Y axis, notice that I've now landed in quadrant 2. So that's going to make a difference for the answer. So I need to figure out what the points are for X and Y right there. That's my goal. Figure out what are those coordinates, and here's my angle, negative 4 pi over 3. But I'm going to redraw, because this looks very messy, the angle. I'm going to drop down my altitude, and then this is my angle here, which if we divided this entire circle into 6 equal parts, they would each represent 60 degrees. So we kind of already know that from the last problem. The one that was, I think it was just pi over 3. Each pi over 3 represents 60 degrees. Alright, so I'm going to just redraw the triangle out here. So here's 60 degrees, and then I'm just going to label it with what I did from the very beginning of the notes, that the side opposite the 60 is root 3 over 2, as long as the hypotenuse is 1. The short leg is half the hypotenuse, so that one's 1/2. Okay, so to find the coordinates, I need cosine for this point. Well, cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's going to be 1/2. However, keep in mind we're in quadrant 2, so is that distance really going to be 1/2 or negative 1/2? And it is in that quadrant where the x-coordinate is going to be negative, so we got to call that negative 1/2. But I'm still going up, so the y-coordinate is going to be positive, and so sine would be opposite over hypotenuse, so root 3 over 2 divided by 1, which is just root 3 over 2. Okay, so there's our answer for number 20, but I'm just doing them as notes. So you don't, you can write these down if you want to, or you can just have this open while you're doing the homework and pause it as you do each problem. So you only need to upload your homework for the assignment. You don't have to write these notes down.